Joe Rogan, the embattled podcaster, said he had no plans to leave Spotify in order to transfer his popular and contentious program to Rumble, a video platform startup geared to right-wing celebrities. In a stand-up performance Tuesday in Austin, Texas, Rogan told the audience that he would not be moving The Joe Rogan Experience to Rumble. He also mentioned the deal again on his podcast during the discussion of Andrew Tate's recent move to Rumble. Rogan's multi-year Spotify contract is reportedly worth more than over $100 million.
People over there now. And as they get bigger and bigger people, they made a big play for me when all that shit was going down with me. Yeah, they offered me $100 million.
And they went for
to go over to Rumble, but Spotify never did anything. They stayed with me the entire time.
Yeah, I love Spotify for that. The way they've treated you,
they're great.
I was a little dicey on Spotify, and then once you went over, how they've treated you, I'm like, I love Spotify.
No, they're great. They're great. And Daniel Ek, the CEO, had a great saying. He goes, "I'm not going to censor rappers either. I'm not going to censor some of the things they say."
How far should we go?
If you go back if you just go back and listen to early NWA, it's wild shit.
Or Eminem for that matter.
Or
what are you talking about?
There's so many lyrics of so many songs, not just rap songs that are people would find questionable, or problematic. They'd have an issue with.
I would go over there though, bring everything if they got big enough. I think because they offered Tim Dillon too, right?
I think they're doing something with Russell Brand, or they're trying to.
What is Rumble? Who started it?
I love Russell Brand.
I'm not exactly who started it. Not exactly sure. Not exactly sure. I know Dave Rubin's a part of it, but I don't know exactly who started it.
He's coming on.
No, Dave. I'll talk to Dave.
They're starting to do some stuff where they're getting bigger and bigger names, and if they do that and it becomes popular enough, and they can operate the way they're doing it right now with no censorship, it's a very interesting.
So quick, like Rumble overnight could be.
I would move. I mean,
just boom, overnight.
I have 8.
Rumble has grown in popularity with other social sites such as Parler and Gap by uniting against restriction on conventional tech platforms. In terms of user count, all three remain quite tiny. Last week, the 9-year-old startup announced that it had 39 million active users in January. In comparison, YouTube, which is owned by Google, has over 2 billion monthly active users. Rumble, on the other hand, has attracted money from noteworthy investors such as Naria Capital, which is supported in part by Hillbilly Elegy, author J.D. Vance and billionaire Trump supporter Peter Thiel. According to the Wall Street Journal, a May investment round will be roughly $500 million, more than enough to back up Monday's offer. Many conservatives believe that larger social networks, such as Facebook and Twitter, suppress conservative views in order to support a liberal agenda. Critics have long argued that conservative social media messages are censored because they contain politically driven falsehoods. Contributors to Rumble include Fox News anchor Dan Bongino, who was banned from YouTube in January for spreading false material, Project Veritas, James O'Keefe, Dave Rubin, and other well-known conservatives. What are your thoughts on the entire situation? Drop your comments below.